Hey Taurus, welcome to your reading. This is your predictions for the month of November 2022. It is so lovely to have you here. I cannot wait to begin your reading, especially during these eclipses and seeing how these energies are translating into your life. By the way, before we begin, I just want to remind you to check your sun, moon, and rising, but especially your rising, because you'll find that it is the sign that resonates with you the most, you know, it being the sign that deals with your outer world. So yeah, check them out if you feel called to that. Also, if you would like to skip straight to your reading, you'll find that I left a timestamp down in the description box where you can click on it and start your reading. Personally, I genuinely prefer shuffling your cards while you are watching, because I do feel that it does make such a big difference to your reading. You know, having you as part of this sacred process, in my opinion, does make a big difference. All right, before we begin, I also want to let you know that if you're interested in any of the decks that I use and you want to know its name or any information about them, I do leave their names down in the description box. And I list them in the order in which they appeared, making it easy for you to find the deck that you are looking for, in case, like I said, you're interested in any of them. All right, so Taurus, let's see what's going on in your month. So we have the Judgment card. Let me adjust that so you can see it. There we go. Also, Taurus, you have the Ace of Swords. All right, interesting cards to start off. 10 of Swords, yeah, really cool. Okay, you have the Judgment card again. So this is kind of showing me that's some sort of combo here. We'll read them together. You have the King of Pentacles and you have the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Taurus, really, really cool. I'm not surprised with all of the eclipses energy going on this season at all, with these big energies in your reading. So Taurus, you have the Page of Pentacles, really cool. You have the Knight of Wands. As you can see, that's the light attribute of this card, and this is the shadow. You have two cards, Sexual Energy and Creativity, very cool. Let's pick up the rest of your oracle cards. So, you have Forgiveness. And what do we have here? Moon in Capricorn with Practicality. And let's pick up a tea leaf for you, my dear Taurus. You have moon changes in your life. You know what I'm seeing with this moon? I'm seeing the lunar eclipse. So it's appearing quite strongly in your reading. I feel like something is starting here with the lunar eclipse in specific. There's a lot of, you know, with the sexual energy and the creativity, I personally see an alchemical process going on in your life, and you are going to start experiencing some real magic. Do you see here with the Page of Pentacles, it's like some coin came out of the book, and this Page of Pentacles, like, whoa, a coin came out of a book. I'm seeing magic, some sort of a magical experience happening in your life, and I see that it's kind of happening out of the blue, and it's helping you raise either your status, raise your standard of living. There's a new solid beginning, because with the 10 of Swords here, we see a phoenix rising. Do you see that? Someone has left the pain and the burns in the past, and they're rising like a phoenix. So a strong beginning is happening, and it's going to be very similar to some sort of magical process. You won't believe how things are unfolding for you in such a way that almost feels magical. I see that it's some sort of stunning energy where you're looking, you know, stunned at maybe someone telling them, can you believe this is happening in my life? Like, can you believe this is happening? Like, really, are we watching this happen together? That sort of energy, where it's just happening right in front of your eyes. You're seeing things rise, things being fixed, things changing, and you beginning out of the rubble, out of the difficulties, And it's happening so easily in such a magical way. Like I've explained, I cannot say it enough. You know how the coin appeared in the book here? It's like, what? How can that come out of that? How can that happen to me? How can that happen to anyone? And you're living a magical world, a very fortunate world is what I'm seeing with the Wheel of Fortune. A very fortunate type of world where with the moon in Capricorn, things are suddenly aligning and coming together for you. You know how when you don't know how to cross a bridge to the other side and suddenly a bridge just happens to align and you now can cross super easily to the other side. So metaphorically, this is exactly what I'm seeing in your life. There is a grand change in your life, akin to magic, and I see you leaving a difficulty and rising like a phoenix and starting a solid new beginning, feeling victorious, feeling like you won something. My dear Taurus, expect that to happen in this lunar eclipse. That there is this new amazing beginning during the lunar eclipse. How about we get more information, like how are you going to find out about it, what's going to happen? Let's find out more for you, Taurus. I don't want to take this energy and begin a new reading because this seems very significant, especially the tortoise. You see the King of Pentacles sitting on a tortoise. Man, it seems like you were slow, steady, you were very patient, and you were very hopeful. This experience, whatever difficulty you're in, did not break you at all. It only made you stronger. It only made you more stable, more grounded. And I see that this new beginning is happening where you are standing there solid, not vulnerable at all. So let's get more information about it. How will you find out with the Ace of Swords here what's going on in your life? How is that happening in the lunar eclipse? Let's pull this one. Queen of Swords. Someone's telling you something. Exciting news. Someone's telling you about exciting news. And Three of Cups. Again, this has to do with people, the Three of Cups. So expect some news from someone. Is it your manager? Expect some sort of communication with people happening around the lunar eclipse that will result in you receiving some sort of great news, not good news. And because of that, your standard of living or your status, something like that, is rising significantly. You even see the hands. Do you see that? Reaching up to the sky. We see movement upwards. We see someone going up in your cards. Even the king, the Knight of Wands is celebrating something, movement upwards in your reading. So yeah, you're moving upwards, my dear Taurus. This is a significant event. How about we find out more? I don't want to leave this for you. I'll find out more and then we'll see what else to expect in November. But this is big energy. So let's see what kind of changes are happening here for you. You have the Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups, all right? You have duality. Were you competing with someone? Is there some sort of competition here? Okay, that you're winning. You know how with the Olympics there is a competition and then someone gets the gold medal. I'm not sure how this fits in your life, but I see that maybe you're being picked. There's an announcement of you being picked from a pool of people that could have taken this grand opportunity, but it's going for you, my dear Taurus. How about we pick another tarot card? Which one did we take? We didn't take this one. And this one. No, we did take this one. So, Five of Pentacles. How interesting. It's an opportunity where you felt in the past you couldn't get, and so you shut yourself off. But I see that with the windows being open here, the hands, it being extended to you, an opportunity that you lacked, that you felt lack in, it wasn't coming to you, Oh, yes, it is, my dear Taurus. Oh, yes, it is. It's opening up its doors for you this month, and you're being picked single-handedly from a pool of people who would have loved to have this opportunity, but it's easily, quietly, and simply coming to you. So happy for you, my dear Taurus. I hope you hear this news soon. Look forward, as I said, to the lunar eclipse. Let me clear out your cards and see what else can you expect in the month of November. We took our lovely time exploring this energy for you because I've really felt this was strong. This is some grand change here happening in your life. And I'm so happy, Taurus, that it's happening while you're standing up strong and not desperate for it. I'm sure this way you can negotiate your needs or whatever it is much better as your cards are showing, as you standing up than you desperately needing it. Good job, my dear Taurus. Let's see what else to expect in your month. So we have the 2 of Pentacles, the 6 of Cups, and the Strength card. I felt like these 3 wanted to come out together, so let's keep them right there. You have the 7 of Swords, the Justice card. All right. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like that's enough with the tarot cards. Let's see what else you have in your oracle cards. You have Joy. Well, really cool. You have Delight. Joy and Delight. Taurus. Wow, that's really cool, actually. All right. We can already see the energy clearly. You have Mercury in Pisces with inspiration. There's a lot of emotions this month here. You have Tortoise, and I feel called to this green one because it's standing out. So let's see what it... Ooh, and purple. So let's see what it is. July, career, and that's the second time we see a tortoise for you, my dear Taurus. Slowly but surely getting ahead. Didn't I tell you? Career and July. So obviously we can straight away see that there is a grand improvement and joy in the area of your career. The sun is coming into this area of your life. You feel inspired. You feel with the Justice card. This reminds me of course with Ma'at, ancient Egyptian god Ma'at, with balancing out your karma. I see that you're finally reaping what you have sown. All the effort and the strength that you've put in is finally reaping its results, because the Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady energy again, and we see fruits coming out or plants being finally coming out. Things are aligning. So in terms of your career, my dear Taurus, I can see that it was a tricky situation. Maybe you tried in different directions in the past. You tried to water different areas and you kept going at it very strong. I see that this month is a very favorable month in terms of your career. I see that there is some sort of rise happening, a great transformation happening in your career, my dear Taurus. I will tell you something. During this month, you will find that it's going so steady, finally, up high, because this is the rooftop. So it's going very steady in the direction that you want. You're going to be so happy. But be careful. Towards the end of the month, my dear Taurus, there is some sort of tricky situation, like something that you need to check, or, maybe... I'm getting the hint, a hinge that it's something that you need to check. So although it's going steady, I will give you the advice to keep this going and level up even more. Don't rely on, doing the same thing the whole month without checking. So if you keep a checklist of what you need to do every day, know that these are the things. As long as you've checked these things, you're good. Don't rely that things are going well every day, where you're towards the end of the month, you're going, oh, I did this every day. Usually there are no problems. Nothing happens. I'll just skip this step. No, Don't skip a step. That's all. That's the only advice that I see here for you. If you don't skip any steps, you make sure that you check everything. I'm not sure what's going on astrologically, but there is some tricky energy here towards the end of the month for you. So make sure you check everything. That's all I'm going to tell you. Don't rely on things working out fine, because they will. Please don't get me wrong. We see steady energy all throughout the month and moving forward. But as long as you check everything that needs to be checked and not rely that it's just going to go well, like I said, everything is going to be great for you. You're not going to fall onto this little trap. This little trap can be tricky. You don't want to fall into that, my dear Taurus. So yeah, other than that, I see with the Six of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, especially coming with the Strength card, that something is growing exponentially for you. Yeah, something is growing exponentially, and I see you finding your balance. Again, I see two moons. This is reminding me for another time of the lunar eclipse. So look forward to that, my dear Taurus. Yeah, I think we've established that for sure. Overall, it is a month where you're delighted with all the exciting things that are happening in your life, especially in your career. You're so happy that you get the chance to experience that sort of success, that you're finally seeing things grow, and it's steady and it's strong. It's putting you in a great position, and there's nothing more joyful than planting seeds, taking care of it every day, and finally watching it grow every day in front of your eyes. That's what I'm seeing very strongly for you. In terms of your career, things are popping this month, and it feels warm and beautiful, and you're thriving in terms of your career, and you really deserve it, because we see slow and steady movement through in the past. And so what's coming is because, just like the Justice card is showing, because of your hard work, my dear Taurus. Okay, so let's quickly see what else should you expect in the month of November. Such exciting times. What else should you expect, my dear Taurus? Let's see, this is peeking out. So we have, Seven of Cups. And you have the Death card. Isn't that cool? All right, let's get an oracle card. Slow but steady again. I mean, Taurus, can you believe this? What are the odds, right? What are the odds? Another tortoise, by the way. Okay. So obviously your reading just wants to keep telling us the same thing. We got to respect that energy and thank it. This is definitely happening for you, my dear Taurus. Totally expect that change. How else can we say it? And this is your focus this month. Enthusiasm. Do you see? Sun and Sagittarius with enthusiasm. Keep seeing the same thing. I see another month. February, obviously, significant. And you have psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Actually, speaking of intuition, I do feel like I need to pull out this card. So I'm going to trust that. Knight of Wands. So, what am I seeing more than what we have already talked about? The moon again here. During the we've established that. Okay, grant change. In terms of your dreams coming true. Again, with enthusiasm, I remember we had joy, delight, and now we have enthusiasm. So yeah, look, I will tell you that this big change in your career is actually very big. It's not a small one. With the air of February, the winds of February here, I actually don't see the month of February in specific. I see it's happening in the cold, obviously, of course. But what I'm specifically seeing with the winds is that this is, how the winds are so strong, they can move everything. Sometimes they can, with the tornado, they can move homes and everything. So I see that there is this magical movement where it's pushing your whole life, whether you like it or not, moving you in a certain direction. But I say whether you like it or not very loosely, because with enthusiasm, joy, and delight, I say that the winds are moving in your direction. My dear Taurus, you're so excited about these grand changes that are happening in your life, where perhaps in the past you could have felt that you're not reaping what you've been sowing. Things looked maybe a bit dead. The winter was long. We see that you're finally walking in your field, feeling victorious and feeling like the world is your oyster, my dear Taurus. So yeah, expect big changes, the wind of change happening. I also see here that you're going to have a gut feeling about something. So although the winds of change are pushing you in a certain direction and everything's going fast and you love the speed, you love the direction, you love the inertia, you love the momentum, everything is perfect, I will tell you that there is something that, just in the middle of all of this mess. Oh, no. I'm so sorry I said mess, because I'll tell you why I said that. In the middle of all this beautiful movement, something doesn't feel right in an area, and it's just moving along with them, And you feel like, okay, well, everything's moving. Let's just allow things to happen, Allow things to happen and move in my life. No. Your reading is saying that you will feel that one of the things that are moving, it's not a significant thing, but it's an important thing. One of the things that are moving in your life, along with all the things that are moving, feels wrong. You're like, I don't know about this one. Should I just drop it? Or should I let it go? No, my dear Taurus, your reading is saying trust your intuition. Even if you're going to let it move and you want it to move, if it feels wrong, pause, reflect, make some good planning, Make sure that you plan it properly. Make sure you see what's worrying you about it so that you tweak things and let it move in the pace that is right for you. Also, in the way that is right for you. Make sure that you are safe. Make sure that you do it in a way that looks okay amidst all of these movements. If, like, for example, what can I say? If you want to pay some installments, if you want to buy something and you're paying installments, you're like, I don't know, everything's going great. Should I just pay these installments as well? Or am I a bit tight financially with all of the exciting things that I'm paying? So this is not saying not to buy it. Well, if you have a gut feeling about not buying it now, at least, and postponing it, then don't buy it. That's the example when it comes to the buying. Or maybe you feel like, hey, I can buy it, but maybe I should negotiate a longer term, smaller installments until I'm able to pay it off later when I get out of this bottleneck or something like that. So yeah, trust your intuition, whether it's installments, finances, relationship that's going fast, I'm not quite sure. If you feel with all of these grand changes happening in your life, Taurus, that everything is moving quickly and you have a funny feeling about a certain aspect, take it slow. And if you take it slow and plan it well, it's going to go very well for you. It's also going to move fast, don't worry. You're going to be safe as long as you plan it well. And this is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear Taurus. I've enjoyed your reading very much. May you be blessed this month, and may you always live in the blessings and the wonderful things that are coming and happening for you. This was your reading, my dear Taurus. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, please don't forget to check out my productivity book, Taurus. This book could really help you out in manifesting what you want and being productive and finishing and creating the things that you want in your heart. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. So if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear Taurus, wishing you the best, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.